Welcome into your ESPN headline. I'm Tony Collins, joined by ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano. Dan, Giants running back Brandon Jacobs took to Twitter to announce his retirement. Jacobs played with the Giants for 8 of his 9 seasons, winning 2 Super Bowls. The 31-year-old will finish his career with a Giants franchise record of 60 rushing touchdowns. Why did Brandon Jacobs decide to retire at this point in his career?
31 is fairly old for an NFL running back, especially one that has gotten as much work throughout his career and has done as much tough running as Jacobs has for the Giants. He also recently had knee surgery, missed the final few games of this year after knee surgery. It was a very major surgery to replace cartilage in his knee, and he had said the other day when we talked to him on Monday that he might try and give it a go and come back, but it sounded like a pretty faint hope, and I think Jacobs was done. I think he was thrilled to get another chance with the Giants, which he never expected to get this year. And I think he felt like even though they went 7-9 and obviously would have liked to do better as a team, he got to end his career in the place that he wanted to.
So how will Jacobs, who rushed for over 5,000 yards during his 8 years with the Giants, the 4th highest total in franchise history, be remembered as a Giant?
Well, I think these Giants that won 2 Super Bowls, these last 2 Super Bowls, are going to be remembered extremely well. They'll come back for, tributes to the teams that have won on anniversaries, 10-year, 15-year, 20-year anniversaries. And I think Jacobs is the kind of guy that will be remembered fondly. He took a lot of heat from fans about not being able to pick up 4th and 1 or run on the goal line, but because he was a great big guy that they expected to just blow people up all the time. But when you look at his body of work, you look at the passion he brought to it, you look at the intensity he brought to it, you look at the way he functioned as sort of a leader in that locker room in his later years, I think Giants fans will remember Brandon Jacobs very fondly. Now,
Dan, the Giants ended their season 29th overall in the running game. What kind of moves do they need to make to turn things around next season?
They have a lot of moves to make. The offensive line is a major sticking point for them. They need 3 new starters on the offensive line at least, and left tackle Will Beatty broke his leg in the final game of the season, so they don't know if that's going to cost him time in the offseason or maybe delay the start of his 2014 season. So they need to rebuild the line. Running back David Wilson, their first-round pick from 2012, missed the final 11 games of this season with a neck injury. They're not sure he's going to be ready to play. He's got another doctor's appointment in January that's going to help determine whether he needs surgery, whether he can play again. Andre Brown, who is kind of the co-starter, is a free agent, so they need to find at least 1 running back, maybe 2, in addition to the offensive line, and a tight end that can block a little better in the run game. The Giants have a lot of work to do this offseason.
A lot of homework. Dan Graziano with the insight. The retirement of Jacobs was the 2nd retirement of the team. Offensive coordinator Kevin Gilbride also announced he was retiring on Thursday. I'm Tony Collins with your ESPN headline.